AMFM 247.com, KFRK in Denver, and of course you can find us each and every day over there at JIGGY, JAGUAR.com. We are going to kick things off. We have got a tremendous guest that we are going to get to. If you're joining us on Twitch and on the Twitch, thank you as well. And we have got the great band Thrower joining us today here in our program. And
what's up?
We have got Isaac from Thrower with us. How are you, my friend?
I'm all right. How are you?
Pretty good, actually. So talk to us a little bit about Thrower.
Yeah, so we're a new band right out of Houston, Texas. We just came out with our debut album, Blink, and we just finished up a tour with Drowning Pool and Saliva.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
Which was awesome, and yeah, we're keeping on going, and yeah,
that's awesome. So let's talk about that tour. What was the tour with Drowning Pool and Saliva like? I guess we'll start there. Talk to us about that.
Oh no, that was just a really fun tour. You know, those guys were all great and fun to hang out with. Drowning Pool and Saliva treated us great, and Above Snakes as well. Those guys were really cool. It's got some cool stories, and yeah,
fantastic.
Definitely.
We have got Thrower joining us today here on our big program. They have a brand new website. Go over to throwerofficial.com, and they have a brand new album also called Blink. Talk to us about Blink.
Yeah, so Blink, yeah, our debut record, actually took a little while to make. So some of the songs that you may hear on there are older, but not only that, but we did a cover of "Don't Fear the Reaper" as well as
That's
"Never
awesome.
Tear Us Apart" on that album, which was really fun to do, you know, and do our own takes of those songs. But yeah.
That's fantastic. We have got Thrower with us today. They have a brand new album. It is called Blink, and they join us today here on our Sunday radio broadcast, the Jiggy Jaguar Experience, each and every Sunday on 990 WBOB out there in Rhode Island, of all places. And, of course, you can find us twitching on the Twitch, BitChute, Rumble, Clout Hub, YouTube, all the various places. And, of course, you can find us each and every Sunday at JiggyJaguar.com. The Jiggy Jaguar Experience with us today. Thrower kicking things off with us. ThrowerOfficial.com is the official website of the band Thrower. So talk to us a little bit about the history of Thrower.
Yeah, so Thrower kind of started a while back when I was in like high school with we didn't go to the same high school, but we met in high school. Cole Stratulip, the lead guitarist for Thrower, and that's when we kind of started writing together, and that's actually where Reach First was kind of created, at least the riff, and it's changed a lot since then. That's kind of where it started, and then after a while, we kind of took a break and went our separate ways, and then like a couple years later got back together, and somehow, some way our old demos got into the hands of Bobby Amaru from Saliva, and
that's awesome.
He decided he wanted to offer to make us a record, and we were like, absolutely, of course. That's
one of those things you don't say, hey, I'm going to think about it.
Let me think about that. Let me get back to you. Yes.
Yeah. That is definitely not one of those things that you think about. So how did he get in touch with you? Did he just like message you on Instagram or whatever the fuck?
It was like through a mutual person that we know. His name's Mark Gray, and
awesome.
He's the one who got it to him, our music. So I credit him for that for sure.
Fantastic. We have got the band Thrower with us today. They join us live here on our big broadcast, coast to coast, border to border on iHeartRadio today. You can also find us each and every Sunday on 990 WBOB out there in Rhode Island, of all places. So, talk to me a little bit about this tour. Where exactly did you guys go? Fill me in on all the details of this thing.
Yeah. So we started in Nashville, and we shared a bill with some cool bands. Of course, Saliva, Drowning Pool, Above Snakes, but also on that first show, Alien Ant Farm was also on that bill, so it was really cool seeing all those bands. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Honestly, a little bit surreal, it was our first big kind of tour, and so it was just pretty cool. We then we kind of went all over. We went up to Pennsylvania, Indiana, Colorado, Nevada, Montana, South Dakota. We went all over, and it was a lot of fun.
It's pretty badass.
For sure.
Pretty badass. We have got a great guest with us today. Joins us live here on our big program. Thrower is with us. They are absolutely amazing, and they join us here on our big program. ThrowerOfficial.com is the official website of the incredible band Thrower. So talk to me a little bit about what feedback you've gotten from folks now that this tour is over with and all the various things that went on with that.
Oh, well, we've gotten a lot of positive feedback, and it's really made me feel pretty good, for sure. And one comment I do get a lot is why two covers? Because there's two covers on the album. And my answer to that normally is that, whenever we were recording, we kind of had the two, and it was either leave it just an 11-song album with just Don't Fear the Reaper, or throw Never Tear Us Apart in there. And I liked the Never Tear Us Apart cover so much that I just was like, let's go ahead and make it a 12-song record. And so we put it in there. But yeah, and we've gotten a ton of great feedback. I'm honestly not sure what the general consensus on the favorite song may be. For me, it's kind of hard to, because they're like your little creations, so it's hard to choose. But not only that, but it is kind of hard to listen to yourself, because vocally, there's like a whole thing about how, your voice sounds different from what you hear than like on a recording. So it's kind of makes you gives you, but yeah, got a lot of great feedback.
That is awesome. We have got a great guest with us today. Isaac joins us from Thrower. So talk to us a little bit about the band Thrower. Introduce me to all the different people in the band. Talk to me a little bit about how each of them got in the band, things of that nature.
Yeah, so we've got Cole Stratulette on lead guitar. He's pretty influenced by Zakk Wylde and Dimebag Darrell, and he's just a fantastic guitar player. We've got August Galliano, who is also a fantastic guitar player, and he's inspired by a lot of different guitar players. He's got a little bit more of like that classic influence, for sure, I would say, with Hendrix and Zeppelin, And we got Jake on the drums, who the number one comment I get about him is that nobody has ever seen a drummer hit that hard, apparently.
That's awesome.
He apparently just smacks the kit, and he does. Like, he breaks sticks all the time. He literally, on the tour bus, like, we had a box of drumsticks that he just went through, and he had to get more, and so it was pretty crazy. And of course, we've got Clay Didway on bass. He's a phenomenal bass player and also a good singer. He does some of the harmonies as well. So he's a pretty big talent as well. He always does the Don't Fear the Reaper harmonies.
That's awesome.
And he nails it. So every time we're like, maybe let's not do Don't Fear the Reaper. Because personally, out of all the songs, Don't Fear the Reaper is probably like my least favorite to play, believe it or not.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Believe it or not. But he's like, dude, I want to do the harmonies. Let's play it. And I'm like, all right, man. Do it for you.
We'll do it for you. That is amazing. We have got Isaac from Thrower with us today. He joins us live here on our big program, 990 WBOB out there in Rhode Island. And, of course, KFRK in Denver. You are listening to the Jiggy Jaguar Experience each and every Sunday. And JiggyJaguar.com is the official website, KJAGradio.com for all the music interviews. And so... talk to us a little bit about the feedback you've gotten on these covers. You mentioned that there are, of course, people who are like, why are you doing two covers on the same album?
Yeah.
Which I think that if people are obsessed with that part of it, they've got other things they need to be obsessed with. Two covers on an album, it's fine. I want to introduce these same people to some shows where every song the band plays is a cover.
Yeah.
They're going to be very, very pissed. because you know, if they're worried about that kind of so talk to us a little bit about the different feedback that you guys have gotten on these covers.
You know, I'd say the number one comment I get about Don't Fear the Reaper, and you know what it is. It's, where's the cowbell? You need more cowbell.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. And, you know, it's really an interesting dichotomy with that Don't Fear the Reaper cover, because there's a lot of people who like tell me or tell us that they love it and like that it's awesome and it's like one of their favorites, and then there's others that are just kind of like, you know, I like the originals. I just like the originals. I don't really care for the covers, which is not a bad thing either, you know. But yeah, at least for kind of both. And then with Never Tear Us Apart, I've gotten a good feedback on that one for sure. Yeah, just the way what one of my friends told me about how the sound, the production is just a lot more grand. It fits the song.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We have got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here on our big broadcast. Isaac from Thrower is with us. So, if people want to buy your music or get involved with what you're doing, how exactly do they do this?
You know, if you go on pretty much any music distributor, Spotify, Apple Music, you can find us on there. Thrower, look up Blink. You can also, we've got we got physical CDs on our website that you can look at and buy. We got some cool artwork, and shout out to Audrey Morris, who was the graphic designer for that album, for the album cover, and she did a fantastic job. And yeah, if you look at our website, you can see we got some CDs and hopefully some vinyl coming soon.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we're going to do this. I'm going to place you on a brief hold. And we are going to play Don't Fear the Reaper. For those of you who are watching us on video, you're going to see the official music video. For those of you who are watching us and listening to us on the radio, you'll just hear it. We have got Isaac from Thrower. More with him coming up here in just a few moments. It is Thrower's version of Don't Fear the Reaper. Originally, of course, written by Blue Oyster Cult and Buck Drama. And this video is amazing. They filmed it in New Orleans, Louisiana. And we will talk a little bit about the video when we get back. Right now, it's Throwers with Don't Fear the Reaper. And you are listening to the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience. You are listening to the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience. We are live coast to coast, Boulder to Boulder, Boulder to Boulder. Get a hold of us online. iHeartRadio, of course, AMFM247.com, TuneIn, iTunes. And we are back live with Isaac from Thrower, and he joins us here on our big program. And we have got an impatient press person and her band coming up here in a few moments. It happens. It's a Sunday. Everybody's excited. But I'll tell you, I have had that issue since 2007. We have people scheduled at a certain time. Now, today, obviously, it was a little late with you guys getting on, but, normally we have somebody locked in at a certain time, and they are calling me, and they are burning up the phone an hour. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I've had people call me days in advance to go, are you sure we're doing the interview tomorrow? And I'm like, yes. The exact same time that you called me right now, we're doing it tomorrow. But that is none of your concern, baby. Isaac from Thrower with us today. He joins us live here, coast to coast, border to border on iHeartRadio today. So, tell me a little bit about this music video. Let's talk about the music video that we just saw for the folks that were watching us on Twitch. Talk to us a little bit about that.
So, of course, like you said, we filmed that in New Orleans, Louisiana. No! Actually, right now, I'm actually in Baton Rouge. And I'm actually at the famous haunted Myrtles. It's supposed to be one of awesome. The haunted. Yeah, that's kind of why I was a little bit kind of running. I was actually at the end of a tour, but we were here at the Myrtles, which is pretty cool, and so the music video though we filmed that in New Orleans around like Mardi Gras time. So there was like a ton of people there. You don't see it in the video, but there was like a ton of people there. And so it was like me and Thomas, the guy who did the video, were kind of hopping around trying to figure out how to not get people in the background. And a couple people even jumped in. Were like, "Hey, can we be in your music video?" And we're like, "It's not that kind of music video."
That is amazing.
I don't think you want to be
those are the kind of scenes that if somebody were to jump in while I'm making a music video, I turn around and I go, "Hey, we'll film it." And then what you do is that at the end of the video, after you've rolled the credits and you've told everybody, "Hey, this is how you buy the music," all that crap, you put that in as like the thing at the end. So they got to be in the video, but it didn't screw up your video.
That's smart. I'm taking that. I'm going to do that in the future. That is smart.
I've done that with everything that I've ever filmed, whether it be music videos, porn, whatever. Anybody who gets stupid or is excited, we just stick them at the end. And they don't screw up your video because this video is pretty badass. Talk to me a little bit about the ideas behind bringing this thing to life.
Yeah, so around that time, I was actually kind of inspired by this TV show had just come out, and it's called The Last of Us. It's a cool TV show, and I really liked the dystopian kind of vibe of the show and like the set pieces and everything, and so I was kind of inspired by that, and it kind of wanted to go into that sort of like building, like you can see like there's like a lot of destruction and like decrepit buildings and like stuff like that. So we went in kind of that dystopian-ish direction, or kind of haunted. Of course, it's New Orleans, it's like haunted, but yeah, that's kind of where the idea stemmed from, along with I was actually also inspired kind of by the Never Tear Us Apart music video.
That's awesome.
For NXS. He's like walking around, I don't know where it is, but it's like this really cool like city, and I was also kind of inspired by that too.
Well, that is amazing. So your guys' version is a little bit different than the original version of the song.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about the process behind that part of it.
Yeah, so we originally, when the idea came up, it was kind of like, how do we make it our own? And so of course, we slowed it down so you can kind of take in that riff and the vocals a little bit more. You can really just kind of vibe with the song. Same with like the chorus, just everything. And, we did get rid of that bridge, which a few of my musician friends were like, "What are you doing? That bridge is awesome."
Of course.
I love that bridge. And I'm like, if I keep the bridge, it's going to be like a 7-minute song.
That's right.
But that wasn't really the reason why I took it out. It was just kind of how we wanted to do it, Like, it's just what we felt and what happened, and kind of.
Hey, here's the thing. From what I've always heard, with when people wanna get away with something or they don't want to do something, you just do what Hulk Hogan used to do when they used to tell him his booking and he didn't want to do it. You stroke the Fu Manchu and you go, "I don't think that's going to work for me, brother." And then you get away with anything. So the next time you guys do a version of a song and it doesn't work, and they go, "Hey, how come you took that thing out?" You go, "Doesn't work for me, brother." And then they're going to be like, "Oh, well, you put it that way. It's fine."
Yeah.
So this, that's right. That's all you got to do. You just got to stroke the Fu Manchu and then think about it and go, "That doesn't work for me, brother." And it worked. It's worked for Hulk Hogan for like 50 years. If it works for that guy, I'm sure it would work for the band Thrower. So this whole thing, you guys have got this tour. The tour is over with. You're on to the next great adventure. What is that next great adventure for the band Thrower?
Yeah, so actually we're kind of in the process of writing some new music, as well as we're trying to plan a tour in the spring. We'll see where that goes. It might be with somebody big. We'll see. I don't want to jinx it. But we're talking, and high hopes, for the future of Thrower for sure. And we've got big plans to just really try and support this album and get everywhere we can.
That's awesome. Well, you guys are amazing. Thank you for making some time for us today. So let's talk a little bit, before we let you go, let's talk a little bit about social media. What is that like for you guys, especially when you guys were on tour? How in the world did you handle all that?
Yeah, it was honestly pretty difficult, but I'm actually normally, we all kind of handle it. We actually do it all ourselves. We don't have a particular social media manager, so it's all run by us. And we just come up with random ideas and stuff sometimes that we'll do. One show, it was $50 if you buy $50 of merch that you can slap one of us. So we took a video of that, and that actually blew up on Instagram, at least.
$50 of merch, and you could come up and
smack one of us,
smack us across the face. Holy shit!
It was pretty funty.
How much is a slap to one of the guys from Thrower's face worth? Apparently $50. That is apparently how that all works. That is amazing. We have got Isaac from Thrower with us today. He joins us live here on our big program. So as we wrap up here with you, my friend, how do we get your music? How do we support what you guys are doing? All these various things.
Yeah, so just if you want to, you can check out our website, throwerofficial.com. It's got our music on there, like links, and also CDs and merch. It's the best way to support us, as well as just watching the videos, listening to music on anything really, that just helps us out. And so I appreciate all the fans, and I appreciate you for having me here today.
Oh, yeah.
And
I hate it. I hate it that I took you away from your tour.
Oh,
I hate
it's totally
that because it looks like
it's
you're in a
fault.
really cool fucking place.
No,
So-
it was done. It was done anyway. But I was just like trying to get other, But thank you for having me.
Oh
really.
yeah, you guys are amazing. We have got the band Thrower with us today. They of course are available online. Throwerofficial.com is the official website. They released the album Blink back in April of this past year, and their latest video is on YouTube. It is called "Don't Fear the Reaper." It is their version of the great Blue Oyster Cult song. And this has been an honor and a privilege, my friend. Thanks for making some time for us today. Thanks for coming on and chatting. And we will talk to you soon. Have yourself a very,
Absolutely.
very pleasant Sunday. Thank you, brother.
You as well. Thank you again so much. And to anyone who's listening out there, thank you.
Definitely. Well, thank you, brother. We will talk to you soon.
All right. Have a
Thank
great
you, man.
one.
There he goes.
Thank
That is
you.
that is Isaac from Thrower, and he joins us live here on our big program. So we are going to go back to